Yes, I'm an actress and director. I write screenplays, sometimes for cinema and sometimes for theater, because I also work on theater. But I feel that there are some complex activities, but they have a lot of relationship regarding between them. For instance, when I act, sometimes in my films, but in other films, I feel like I'm in a car and I'm in the trip of someone else, and I'm trying to enjoy not being on my own world, you know, which is sometimes tiring, your own world. But on the other hand, when I write, I like very much the idea of materializing things and objects that live in my imagination but not in reality. Then I don't know, there is no choice of choosing one. I prefer the most, because I think my essential activity is going for a theme, for an atmosphere, and that lives at the same time on writing, on acting, and directing. I prefer films than directors, and I prefer scenes than films. You know, sometimes I don't need a whole film to be involved with an idea or with a feeling. Then I don't know. I love Nanni Moretti's films. I love Darden's films. I love, but Ozu, you know, the Japanese one, the director Ozu's films. It's difficult to me. I'm not the kind of person who has a very clear focus on references, you know. I want to do it like that one, or no, I don't know. It's a mixture, because as I told you, I see a lot of films, I read a lot, and I don't know, I see a lot of theater and read a lot of theater. Then I don't know, I don't have so many clear references to work. I think short film is a very difficult choice when you make cinema, because it's something in which you need to be very clear in a way, and scientists make a synthesis very strong. For instance, in this experience for the Akbank Center, I've seen 14 excellent short films. I've been very impressed by because they were very subtle, they were very smart and very sensitive at the same time, and I felt that it was a very good idea to think on short films. I don't do anymore, but I'd like to go again. I shot my short films when I was at the University of Cinema, and after that I shot 5 feature films, but I would like to go again with short films, maybe, yes. I've never been here in Istanbul before, and I think, as many people, I feel in love with the city. It's great. I think it has something connected with the Latino American style. I don't know why, because it sounds a little strange, but it has a great movement at night, and during the day I like the way you see the mixture between different cultures. On the boat, for sure. It has to be a scene on the boat. I think it's special. The movement of people going and going back and going there to a side, to another side. Okay, you have a very beautiful city, then you have no problem to find a location to make a film here, but maybe, I don't know, maybe not the more touristic points, because I like to discover in a different way, but I think on this side, you know, maybe. I don't know if I'm in the condition of giving advice, but I think that it's very important to work hard, very hard. Don't convince yourself, doubt all the time. But in the moment you feel something in a very commitment way, you have to be direct to the point. I think it's because there are very I don't know, there are some when you find something peculiar, you know, it's difficult to have the courage of sustain it and go ahead. And I think that's a point in which a lot of students say, okay, but I don't know, maybe it's a weak idea, or maybe it's something weird. And I think that you have to doubt all the time. Everybody's like exhausted. And then when you are so close, you can't observe and concentrate, really concentrate on what you want to say.